Welcome to the New Biz Plan, where business is looking up. I'm Mike Rodriguez, and today's a special day. We have a celebrity on set. Behind the camera is someone who had his business, which he started about 4 years ago, highlighted on NBC Channel 12 News. Couple more bits of information on him. Number one, he's my son. Number two, he's 12 years old. He's in the 7th grade now, but last year in the 6th grade, the Channel 12 News team came to his school to talk about his business. And when you're in the 6th grade and the news crew shows up for you, your street credibility goes way up, way fast. So Sky, thank you for being here. If you want to check out some of his work, go to youtube.com/skylightfilms. You'll see the spelling for that address right here, right now. Now, speaking of children, now Sky, I know you're a young man, but the segue here is children. I want you to remember this, in dealing with customer service, employees, associates, whomever you're dealing with, every one of us have a little boy or a little girl on the inside of us. No matter how we look on the outside, whether it was a long time ago, currently, for all time, every person, every adult is just a little boy or a little girl in a bigger body. If you remember that, it's going to help you in dealing with people, especially in business. Let me give an example of what I mean. Just recently, my wife and I were talking, and my daughter had a situation in school. She didn't feel good about it, just one of those things, and my wife's kind of explaining it to me, and I thought, she took it a little personally. And I thought, it's not a big problem, it's a little petty thing. And the more I thought about it, I realized, you know what? To a child, it's not a little thing. To a child, that's not petty. You see, when you think about kids, if someone cuts in line, someone takes their turn, that could wreck their day, couldn't it? Well, I don't know about you, but I've been in grocery stores and I've seen little old ladies push their cart in front of someone else, and boy, is that trouble at the checkout line. I've seen in parking lots, someone take a parking stall when someone else had their blinker on. That's worse than an accident. You follow what I'm saying? Why are those such big deals? Because we are all little girls and little boys on the inside. And if we remember that, guys, we're going to go so much further, so much faster. As a child, do you remember when you could play all day, those long summer days? Do you remember playing kickball? Wasn't that great? How about the jungle gyms? My daughter's really into jungle gym bars right now. That was fun. How about, do you remember getting teased? Happened to every one of us. Were you called stupid? Were you called ugly? Did they tease you about your hair? Did they say you have a big nose? By the way, I just want to say, no nose is perfect. Okay, it depends on the face. I'm a tall guy, so for my face, this nose fits. All right, I just need to get that off my chest. All right, so anyway, a little distracted. As a kid, those things affect us, and now as big boys and big girls, it can leave scars. Sometimes those scars are pretty close to the surface, and they come bubbling up. Fresh wounds. We might be in a restaurant and we feel like that waiter just disrespected me. How dare he? Well, no, maybe he's just busy. He's got a lot of tables to cover. Sometimes our ideas are dismissed and we're thinking, he's insulting my intelligence. They don't understand. No, maybe your idea just wasn't great. That's all. We can take things personally because of these scars, and stop, okay? I know you're staring at my nose right now. I need to move on. So what do we do about this? What do we do about that child inside each and every one of us? Well, there's two things. Number one, understand the world is not out to get you. Okay, it's not out to get me. There's no big conspiracy. That's not the way it is. My kids, we have to give them medicine. People get sick once in a while. And I remember recently reading one of the bottles, and I don't know about you, but I was reading the label trying to look at how many ounces and the dosage, and I was going crazy trying to read that thing and telling my wife in frustration, when did they change the font to size 1? Just font 1. It was I just couldn't even read it. And my wife said, well, babe, I don't think they changed the size. I think you're just getting older. Wow. First of all, I thought she said, you're getting older, not we're getting older. So I kind of took that personally. But there is no big conspiracy against us. Things aren't changing. we change on the inside. Don't take things personally. No conspiracy against you nor me. Second thing is, we need to understand that we're all insecure, but we get more insecure when we get into ourselves. So the answer is, get out of yourself and plant Christ within you. I think of Hebrews 13:6 that says, so we say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can man do to me? Think about that, guys. When we put our confidence in Christ, then it's not about us. And I think what we really got to understand is when Christ is in you and when you're with him, now you can handle, now you can deal with that child inside of you with efficiency. But maybe more importantly, when you have Christ in you, you can deal with grace the child inside each and every person you're going to encounter. Because there's a lot of little boys and little girls in the world. So my question that I leave with you today, the takeaway question is, what childlike behavior do you have that you need to fix, that you need to discipline right away? What is it? Is it a temper? Is it that insecurity? Is it that persecution they're out to get? What is it? Because we all have them. It just depends which one it is for you. So figure that out and start kind of taking that thing out. Secondly, I ask that keep putting your posts on our site. I love those comments. Thank you so much to all of you that have sent me direct emails. Very encouraging. I appreciate that. Keep those emails coming and keep those posts coming. Subscribe. Let people know about this. Any kind of exposure we get, we want to build this community. And until we have a chance to talk again, wherever your playground might be, Christian business owners, always remember to keep looking up.